Have you ever been gaslit by a professional liar before? This is not an experience I'd recommend. Testing. Oh, hi everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day, or as good of a day as possible. And today's video is going to be about gaslighting, what it is, and I have some skits of examples that I made. So yeah, let's get into this. So we're going to start off with the definition of gaslighting, and that is, well, according to Google, that is a form of emotional and psychological abuse where a manipulator makes someone question their own memory, perception, or sanity. The goal is to gain control by forcing the victim to depend on the abuser as the only source of truth. So yeah, they just mush up your mind and your memory and make you feel like you shouldn't trust yourself because you don't know what you're talking about. And it's a horrible experience to have, and I'm sorry if you have. Can we talk about the other day? Sure, what's up? Why did you blame me for failing your exam? I didn't. Yes, you did. You literally said it was my fault that you failed your exam. And all I did was try to ask you what was wrong because you've been snapping at me more than usual lately. And I know that nobody's perfect, but this isn't fair. I never said that. Alright, so for clip 1, it was basically about 2 college students that are friends, and one of them is taking their anger out on the other, and she's gaslighting her about something that she said about 2 days ago. And she darvoed her about 2 days ago because she was being really hostile and snappy with the other friend who's just trying to be supportive. And yeah, she was being really snappy, and the friend tried to confront her about it, and she got darvoed and blamed for her snappy behavior. And she tries to talk to the friend about it about 2 days later, and she gaslights her about what she said during the darvo. And if you don't know what darvo is, you can check out my last video or look it up. It's basically a manipulation tactic. In my video, or looking up more information would help you make more sense of this. But yeah, she darvoed her and blamed her for failing the exam and said it was all her fault, which it isn't. It couldn't possibly be, and it isn't fair. And instead of darvoing her again, or actually having a heart-to-heart, she completely dismissed the girl and dismissed what she did and gaslit her and just said that she didn't do anything at all whatsoever and just brushed it off like that when she did. And it's pretty messed up for that friend because she's been really abusive in a way, emotionally, verbally abusive, and just kind of cruel and mean. Not a very good friend. And I just want to show an example of gaslighting, and yeah, this is one of them. Alright, I'm almost ready. We gotta go soon. Just give me 10 more minutes. Are you going outside wearing that? No. Duh. It's a bit much, don't you think? I mean, what would the people say? Wow. Okay. A bit much. What's wrong with what I'm wearing? Oh, don't start being all sensitive. I didn't mean it like that. I'm actually not being sensitive. And what exactly did you mean by it then? Alright, so the second clip is of 2 cousins. They're going to an event or going out to hang out. And the cousin is being very judgmental of her other cousin's outfit. She doesn't like it, and she thinks that she's going to be judged for it. And makes snarky little comments about her outfit and tries to make her question whether or not if what she's wearing is appropriate, or if she's just making her feel like something's wrong with the outfit, and there isn't actually anything wrong with her outfit. Maybe it's just preference or subjective. If that's not your style, that's not your style, but you're not wearing it, so you shouldn't really comment too much on it and let her live, basically. And the example of gaslighting here is after she said a snarky, stuck-up, kind of rude remark, she tried to make it seem like she didn't mean it in that way. I tried to manipulate her cousin's perception and make it seem like it wasn't as bad as it was, that she wasn't picking at her, and it was. And in this situation, she darvoed a bit too, and basically switched it on her cousin and tried to tell her that she's being sensitive. Basically that the cousin is being sensitive, and I like how the cousin is very confident in herself and what she's wearing and doesn't really care if people approve, if her cousin approves or not, that whether they try to let her live or not, she's gonna live what she wants to, she's gonna wear what she wants to, and I love that. And she doesn't really care, and she's just free being herself. And yeah, she also gets a little snarky with her and asking her basically what's your issue, and being very forward with her instead of passive aggressive like her cousin was. And that's when her cousin starts to backtrack, gaslight, and darvo. And yeah, I just think that it's good to stand firm in what you believe in and what you care about. And the outfit was fine. I think it was cute. And so did she. And she stood on business. Hey! Are you ready to go? Yes, let's go. Wait. Is that my sweater? No? Yes, it is. I've been looking for that for months. That's my favorite sweater, you know? And I've been looking for that for a long time. I must have left that at your house after Kiki's party. But I'm gonna need that back. No. What do you mean, no? You gave it to me. I did not give you my favorite sweater. And I love you. I do. But I don't love you that much. Give me my sweater back. You did. You did. Months ago. You probably don't remember. But you did. I'm positive I didn't give you my favorite sweater. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Whatever. We're gonna be late. Just hurry up. Alright, and for clip 3, it was two friends that were about to go out, hang out, and one of the friends realized that her friend had on her sweater. Her sweater that she's been looking for months, that all of a sudden went missing after one of their other friends' party. So basically, her friend stole the sweater. She stole the sweater months ago, and she couldn't find it because her friend stole it. And she's wearing it to go hang out with her. Bold, rude, just the audacity. But when she got confronted about it, she said that it wasn't the sweater. But the friend knew better. And this was like a light form of gaslighting there, trying to tell her that's not her sweater, when she knows that that's her sweater. And already they're trying to manipulate her perception and trying to make her think that what she knows is true is not true. First part of the gaslighting, but then after that part, after she couldn't gaslight her thinking it's not her sweater, she knows it's her sweater, she tries to manipulate her into believing that she gave it to her, and this is why she refuses to give it back. In all reality, she stole the sweater. She stole the sweater. It's not her sweater. It is not her sweater. And she just doesn't want to give it back. So she lied. And it's been months. So she's hoping that she doesn't remember what truly happened. And it's been months. And the other friend is kind of, it's kind of blurry. But one thing she knows for certain is that that's her favorite sweater, or one of her favorite sweaters. She's not giving that away. And she might give away some other clothes to her friend, whatever. But not that one. Not that one. That one was special. And the friend doesn't care. Very selfish of them. And they want it for themselves. So instead of giving it back or admitting they stole it, they try to gaslight the friend into believing that they gave away their favorite sweater. And swore up and down. When the friend was certain, like, I'm sure I didn't give you my favorite sweater. Maybe some other random sweater, sure, I don't care. But not my favorite sweater. And she argued the girl down, well aware that she's lying, trying to convince her that she doesn't know what she's talking about, and she forgot because it's been months. When the girl is well aware of what happened. But what happens is she gets tired of arguing and gets focused on the event and them going out and how much time it's taking during them arguing. So she eventually lets it go and continues about the day. And this is where things get messed up, because she's not held accountable for stealing the sweater, and she's not giving it back. So she got away with stealing the sweater and lying, saying that she gave it to her, and she gets to keep a sweater that's not hers and is actually special to her friend. And you see how messed up that is? And to try and tell somebody that they don't know what they're talking about and make them think that they can't trust themselves, that what they see with their own 2 eyes and hear with their own 2 ears is not real and it's messed up. You gotta be careful with people like this, really careful, because they will make you think that you don't know what you're talking about. Like a true blue gaslighter will look you dead in your face, serious as ever, stone cold, and tell you that the sky is purple. Swear up and down, swear, and tell you that there's something wrong with your eyes. And they'll swear so hard for so long, they'll make you start questioning things. And we all know the sky is not purple, it is blue. That is a fact. And this is why you need to be careful with people like this, because they'll mess your head up. They will mess your head up and scramble it like eggs. And I'm being playful right now, but nothing about this is funny. It's not funny. And it can really damage you after long periods of time of someone messing with your head like this. And this is why I wanted to showcase some of these examples. And these are more lighthearted examples, but it can get really serious and really wicked. And people can do even more egregious things. Like, these are pretty messed up things, but they weren't on the large scale of messed up. But it can get to the large scale of messed up and being misconstrued or gaslit into being not as bad, when it is that bad, or maybe even worse, And I just wanted to note, gaslighters like to do this, well, in my personal experience, I'm not a professional, but from what I've seen, when it's just you two or someone they triangulated in, that will help them lie and gaslight. And it's only you two there, so it's hard to have other witnesses having your back, defending what you saw with your own 2 eyes and what you heard with your own 2 ears too. And they'll twist and lie, and they'll confuse you, screw your head up. And this is why it's very important to know yourself, who you are and how you are, because not only do they change the events of how things happened, but they will also try to lie to you about yourself and who you are and your intentions. They will tell you, you did not have good intentions. You intended the worst for me. And you need to know yourself and who you are and what you intended to do, because they will rewrite history and tell you who you are and be dead wrong and swear it's the truth. Again, sky is blue. I'm going to tell you it's purple. And swear to God that is true. They'll call you a monster. Swear to God that is true. Meanwhile, they've been being a monster to you. And lie, and lie, and lie, and lie. And mess your head up so bad. Now, over the course of years of someone doing this to you, they can convince you that you're the worst person in the world. And a lot of people that have been gaslit severely have gone through this. And they'll end up leaving that situation or getting away from those people that gaslit them so severely. And they're not the worst person in the world. They're not bad. And actually, when they get away from people that's been lying and pumping these toxic gases in the air of confusion, they get to see things clearly. And they see that the monster was never them. And it gets real dangerous and real sticky with gaslighters. They will lie to you so bad. I mean so bad. Be careful. And when you notice that someone is like this, that means stone cold liar. Bad liar. That will swear the sky is purple and look you dead in your eyes. Dead serious, like they mean it. Run. I'm joking, I'm being lighthearted, but I'm so serious. You come across someone like that, run. Run. For the sake of your mental health, your life, your stability, your peace. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Somebody that will look at the sky and tell you it's purple and look you dead in your eyes and tell you you're seeing the sky wrong when we all know it's blue. Run. Run. Escape. Get out of there. But yeah, stay clear of those people. Seriously. But I'm going to leave this here. And I love you. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to see you on the next one.